Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Let's face it, seeding in the nursery is tedious and time-consuming. Turn the drudgery into efficiency with the time and labor-saving Quick Click Seeder by Modern Grower. The Quick Click can seed a full nursery tray in seconds. It's fully compatible with all trays on the market, such as paper pot, airstrip, cell trays, prop tech, and more. The Quick Click can also be used for microgreens. Cut your time spent seeding by 75% with a Quick Click Seeder available at shop.moderngrower.co. So this is an interesting business. It's not, think definitely this is not a get rich quick scheme. Nothing is. It's, I think, a labor of love in many cases. You're doing this because you really enjoy it. And I'm sure there's a lot of other benefits. I often talk about the multiple forms of capital. So you can, when you do a business, one form of capital that comes back is money. Another form is social capital. You make connections, you meet friends, you build community. Another form is just this personal satisfaction of soul capital. Like, I did this because I think it's important to the world. And I think you're showing that's really key. And it's not a light business, meaning you're not just going to touch it a little bit at a time. This is going to take a lot of work to do. You start small, but if you have the land, if you have the means, meaning the time, the energy, all that to do it, like, there's something here. I think there are niches, and I just love that you focused in on cucumbers. It's like there's Pepper Geek on YouTube who just does peppers, and I'm Brad, I can't remember his last name, he's up by you, who just does tomatoes. Like, that's his thing. And I think that's how people get really good at something, is narrow down, get good at it, find other people who like that, and then slowly expand out by giving that group more value, providing them quality, listening to what they say, because they're going to bring other ideas to the table. I'm sure you've gotten a ton of new variety ideas since starting this in 2012 from people that have followed you and you've made connections with, and that's helped you build over time. So I love that. The next step in this is creating your own varieties. Is that something that you do or is on the radar?
Yeah. First of all, I do want to talk about like my why. I do. I definitely, my why is definitely to find really good varieties, to improve them if I can, to provide people access to them. And when I say improve, I don't mean I'm going to change it from what it's supposed to be. If it has degraded over time in some way, I try to make it to what it should be. And access is a real important thing to me, but I think the most important thing to me is what legacy I'll leave. Well, one of the things, I have a variety that's extremely high quality, and the majority of those who've grown it successfully and have picked it when you're supposed to pick it, have said, a lot of them, not everyone, has said, this is the best variety I've ever had. For me, it just knocked my socks off. And one thing I would like to leave as a legacy is seeing that in the marketplace as a variety grown by market farmers and maybe some high-end chefs and high-end markets, grocery stores or something like that.
What's the name of that one?
So it goes by two names. It's the striped Carosello Leccese, or the Melanchella Facciata di Salento. In Italy, it's sold as it's just called Melanchella. It's Meloncella. So they pronounce that cella, melon. But yeah, that's the reason for the two names is because when I initially brought it here, that was the name by the striped Carosello Leccese was the name by which was sold to me, and also which it was sold by several who other people, and it took a while until I found out the name that most people call it over is Melanchella. So it goes by two names currently. I am working on some naming structures as it goes with my business and also the organization of my website to be a little more clear with some of the variety names and stuff. But it can be hard depending upon where you live in Italy. The same variety can go by half a dozen different names. But for me, I want to get to the what do the people in the area where it comes from call it kind of thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
but but I think the high quality and leaving a legacy is what I really want to do. I want to leave the world a better place. These varieties can grow with minimal water in places where it's extra hot. Oftentimes, regular cucumber varieties peter out at 95 degrees, while these are just pumping fruit like crazy and going nuts and doing growing crazy. And they can grow with restricted water or irregular watering and not get bitter or have any other issues related with that kind of stress.
Hello, growers. Looking to turn your homestead into a profitable business? Or are you a farmer looking to boost your sales? Check out my book, Sell Everything You Grow. This book is the ultimate guide to choosing the right farm business model that fits your farm, time, and location. Discover which model has the highest profit margins and why diversification is so important. Whether you're selling apples, vegetables, or microgreens, Sell Everything You Grow will help you find your first market or expand into new ones. Get Sell Everything You Grow on Amazon and start selling more today.